So, with the help of the Congressional Black Caucus, working in collaboration with groups like the United States Conference of Mayors, and a lot of advocacy and pushing and research, with the encouragement of people like Bernard Anderson and Valerie, our economic team, we finally have a bill that's been introduced by Congressman George Miller that would directly create jobs in your community. It's the Local Jobs Act. And when you go to Capitol Hill and encourage those members to not only support the act, but to endorse the act, tell them about the $53 billion plan for Baghdad. Tell them that the $1 trillion bailout for the banks, if that was a priority, why not today is Main Street a priority for this nation? We must not shirk urban leaguers at this time to be the voice for jobs. We cannot shirk at this time to be the voice for those in communities that cannot speak for themselves. We cannot forget that when May comes, there will be high school graduations, and there'll be young people looking for work, looking for something to do, something productive. And we know that if they don't have anything productive to do, mischief will prevail. Criminal activity will intervene. We must not shirk from the conversation of priorities and values. That is what George Edmund Haynes, that is what Whitney Young, that is what Vernon Jordan, that is what the great leaders in this organization were all about, challenging this nation when it comes to its priorities. Today and over the last few days, Congress has passed a number of jobs bills. Those jobs bills are excellent steps in the right direction. But this team doesn't need a bunt. This team needs a home run. This team doesn't need a field goal. This team needs a touchdown. This team doesn't need to hold hands. This team needs a warm embrace. And what we've got to do when we go to Capitol Hill is point out that the Urban League's 6-point jobs plan, 6-point jobs plan would put people back to work. And I want to say this. When people say, as they will say, well, you know, you're talking about spending money that we simply do not have. Anyone who understands basic economics knows that if you give people an opportunity to work, they become taxpayers. When you give people an opportunity to work, they become spenders who buy coffee and they buy clothes for their children, and I don't know what else y'all do with your money. But they spend. They spend with the pest control company in Philadelphia that Pat talked about. And they build the economy by spending. We cannot, when the argument about spending money to put people to work, we can't be silent. We must say, if you can do it for Baghdad, why not cities right here? We must say, if you can do it for the banks, why not cities right here? And we have to say that we have a choice in this nation. That choice is either we continue to extend unemployment benefits, continue to expand the food stamp program, which all of these jobs bills do, or we can invest in giving people self-worth and putting them back to work. So this is a choice. So now that the health care debate has been resolved successfully and a health bill is indeed passed with a few steps that have to be taken, it's now time for Washington and America to focus on jobs, 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 jobs. And like the 1975 recommendations, targeting strategies and dollars to communities that need it the most, I say it's efficient. I say it's sensible. I say it's the way we've done business for a long time. So urban leaguers, we have to make the arguments based on information and data in support of this jobs bill. We're going to build a strong movement for this jobs bill. We're going to encourage that summer youth employment be re-embraced in a robust way. We are going to be the voice for the voiceless in the cities across America, in the communities across America. We must do that, and we must be that. And I'm certainly very pleased to be joined by the Reverend Jesse Lewis Jackson. And Reverend Al Sharpton was here earlier. Ben Jealous was planning to be here, and I want all of you to know why. Because we are determined as civil rights leaders to demonstrate that we are working together. And we are going to differ from time to time. We are going to have a discussion from time to time. But if anything the times of the 1960s taught us, that is that being unified and building coalitions is the way to get things done. So we're working with the Hispanic and Latino leadership. We were here, Reverend Jackson, Vangelis, a number of others, on the mall on Sunday. We are working with the labor and business communities because we want to build a coalition when it comes to putting people to work in this community. And I want, because the Urban League has always been on the front lines, the Urban League to lead the way. I want the Urban League to lead the way, the Urban League leaders to be out front. So again, we are at a time of crisis and crossroads. And we go to Capitol Hill to say to the members of Congress who want to support what we recommend, that we have your back. We want to say to those who might express reservations, give me your ear and give me your heart. Let us share with you the stories and the difficulties that real people are facing. And to those that might be opposed, we simply say, watch out, because here we come. We're going to build a coalition to pass a strong jobs bill in this nation. It's what we must do. So in our 100th anniversary, I am empowered. Are you? Yes. In our 100th anniversary, we are empowered. And I encourage everyone to take the pledge. Take the pledge of empowerment, because putting people back to work is one of our central goals. By 2025, for every American to have a decent job with a living wage with good benefits. That was the full employment recommendation of 1975 expressed in 21st century terms. So if it's deja vu all over again, then we have to muster up the courage to confront these challenges and fight this battle. I am empowered. Are you? Yes. I am empowered. Are you? Yes. Thank you.